he gave a really good educated porn star advice, like basically saying, I gotta ask now, do any of y'all know what alpha widowed is? We've talked about this on the show before. Do you remember?
I feel like based off of context clues, it's like someone who was dating an alpha male they're no longer with, and now they feel like
widowed.
Yeah.
Have y'all so based off her definition, have any of y'all ever experienced anything like an alpha widow before? Have you ever felt like you couldn't replace somebody because they were so alpha?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, like you're dating an alpha male and then y'all break up?
Well, it's not even dating. Maybe you're just having sex with him. Maybe he's just taking you on vacations. Maybe he just gives you an experience that no other man has ever given you before. Have you ever felt alpha widowed? Like, no guy can do what this other guy did for you.
I've had those thoughts, but I don't genuinely feel that way.
Like you've always been able to get over men, no problem.
Yeah, because I feel like, shit, you ain't the only one gonna be good to me.
No.
No, you never been alpha widowed? No, have you?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty much like her. Like, what you won't do, another one will. So
okay, well, I gotta ask the guy that you were alpha widowed by. This guy get a little personal. What was your body count when you got to that guy?
I want to say 7 or 10.
7 or 10, and like and none of the previous guys before that gave you that same alpha widow like feeling. Like
No.
There wasn't one guy before that like you were really turned. I mean, and there's other versions of alpha widow. Like say like some guys can be an alpha widow to you just based off their kissing. Like some guy can be an alpha widow just based off the sex with him, or like some guy might give you an experience in Dubai or something that was just so incredible. Like sometimes it can be categorized as an alpha widow.
In that case, I lied. But I'm gonna let you finish.
So like I would argue that women that do have the category like the category version, it's because like that's why I brought up the body count thing. I'm not sitting here accusing you. I might be you might be exception to the rule, but usually a woman with more than 20 bodies, that's why it's multiple categories, is because she had one guy that was like this and one guy was like this and one like this, and you'll just keep kind of like going to different people until you find one that like has all of it, but you can't find one that has all of it. It's really hard. But yeah, I always like to ask this question when it comes to like how far away they were, because we can see how hard it is for a woman to find a guy that is that guy today. It took her 7 to 10 men before she found a man that was that guy. I like to say that guy because there's not a lot, like when y'all meet that guy, a lot of women have never even been in a relationship with that guy, like a guy that is so fucking such a provider, so attractive, the way he acts, he moves, how he treats you, just everything is so up on another par that you just can't even like fathom another man afterwards. I would argue for me, like with my girl, like say my girl, I'm just being hypothetical here, say my girl has a body count of 20. If she had a 20 body count, I would want to make sure that every guy that she was with before me was below me in some way. So maybe they're all 5'8" guys, or they were all broke or something like that, or they all had small dicks or something and never could make her orgasm or something. All that stuff would make me feel like, oh, I don't give a fuck if she had 20 bodies. I'm the alpha of all of them by far, But so like say like a girl only has 4 bodies, but they're all basketball players that are 6'4" and beautiful men or something like that. That's hard to compete with. A guy who's her 5th guy, she might fucking never be satisfied with him because he's 6 foot tall and his dick isn't as big or something. Like you got like it's always based like it can always be different based off of who she had experiences with. This is why it's so scary to like, and there's so many guys out here who got it like that, who got the money, the looks, all of it. They're on Tinder, they're on all these dating apps, and like we said, most women are swiping to them. They're alpha widowing women back to back, taking them out in the BMW, taking them out in the Ferrari, whatever it is, taking them on the craziest date they've ever been on, fucking them, dicking them down better than they've ever had before.
Shout out to Mercedes Knox.
Shout out to Mercedes, and taking them to Dubai, doing all this shit, and then he ghosts you. You know how much that fucks with your head as a woman? It fucking destroys you. You're never gonna have that again.
Women do the same thing, if not worse.
What do you mean? Explain.
So like a woman can like make him feel like important, make him feel like he's like the top thing that is like the most delicious entree, and then she's like, you know what? I got other things to do. I got other things to go, and it's like
so like a beta dude, like a guy that doesn't get sex. Yeah, you're right, but like so that exact thing that you just brought up, I
think alpha dudes get the same thing too.
No, and I'll tell. This is why I was bringing this up. I have an example. A guy that was on my show, his name was Sterling Cooper, huge porn star. We're talking massive. He's best friends with Andrew Tate. If y'all know Andrew Tate, he's literally best friends with him. And Sterling Cooper, he's well known for like his whole program, everything that he teaches, is all based off sex advice and everything like that. He himself said, because one of my main questions I asked him, because I told him, I was like, I've been alpha widowed by a girl by blowjobs, like a girl that gives such good head. It's like, I can't stop thinking about this bitch. I can't wait until I see her again, so she's like my dick again. I told him, I was like, I think men can be alpha widowed. I'd agree with you. And he was like, no. And like, I'm trying to think of exactly like what his response was, but he gave a really good educated porn star advice, like basically saying like how from a high value man's perspective, there's no way, shape, and form, because there's always another girl. Like even the blowjob thing, like I'm not alpha. Like I brought that up to him, but I'm not alpha widow. It's not like I'm trying to fucking go to this other girl to get my dick sucked when I have a girlfriend. So like it's not nearly as bad. There are women though that are still alpha widowed by a guy. They will have a whole new beta bucks boyfriend and then keep going back to fuck their old alpha. So it's like it's not the same at all. Like I wouldn't think that there's guys in the same situation even close to the same as that.
You don't think so? You don't think that is women out there that
If so, he's a beta and he has
suck
no
them,
other
lick
options.
them, rub them up? Yeah, betas. Yeah, you know, she looks really nice in his car.
But-
Or look
but
really
so-
nice in a certain swimsuit.
It's just
and
nothing.
He keeps searching for that same girl, and he
Yeah.
go messing with the same type, but it's not her. And then he keeps calling her back.
Well, like
Mhm.
it's like men and women are different. So if a guy just keeps calling you back for sex or anything like that, like that's our sexual strategy. Like we're always going to just try to call girls just to get sex and stuff like that. That's what we do. Like we're not trying to have the relationship. We're not trying to get married to you. We're not trying to do all that. If you keep allowing that, you're just letting him win the game over and over and over and over and over again. So it's just we're not the same at all. There's a lot of the things that like kind of get brought up sometimes on the show. It's like, well, for me, this would bother me. We project a lot. A lot of women sometimes project like the cheating thing. It's like cheating's not okay because you know damn well if you cheat, you it's a big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
So that's why whenever we're like, I would never let a man cheat, you're just projecting your sexual strategy, because your sexual strategy is fuck no. And so like one of my favorite studies of all time, and the reason why is because it's so universal. This study was done to gay people, trans people, all people. Okay, and when they asked them, when they asked men, um, uh, when the man asked the woman, or what do y'all think a man always wants to ask the woman whenever she cheats?
You said what?
What does the man always ask the woman when she cheats? The first thing he always wants to ask.
Did you love him?
What do you think?
How could you do this to me?
How could you do this to me? What do you think?
Did you suck his dick?
Did you suck his dick? What do you think?
Do you love him?
Do you love him?
Yeah.
Okay, and then so when a woman, when a woman cheats, what do you think the first thing the man asks? Wait, or did I ask that? No. Okay, other way around. Other way around. When the man cheats, what's the first thing the woman asks?
Did you love her?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to say, what did she do that I couldn't do?
Okay.
Yeah. Or what did I do?
Yeah. What did you not
I
do
do?
right? Okay. What do you think?
Why?
Why? Okay. You hit the nail on the head. It's, do you love her? When women get cheated on and the guy does it, the first thing a woman always asks is, do you love her? And what did you answer before for the guy? You said the same thing. You said, do you love her? Because you're projecting what women feel, okay? What a man always asks is, did you fuck him? We care about the physical.
I'm a man. I think just like one. No, I said it. Just look
But so that's all we care about. Like we want to know like how big his dick was, like what position to do? Did he get that crazy monkey sex? Like that's what men care about. Women. So the reason why though is because y'all's emotional investment. If he loves that other girl, that 1, 2, 3, 4 year investment that y'all put into that man, you lost it. You sit there and devalued over time. You end up you invested all into this man and then you lost it. So y'all give a fuck about that. The guy, we give a fuck about that pussy. What did I tell y'all? For 300,000 years, we couldn't tell if the baby was ours. So we really give a fuck about guarding that pussy and make sure nobody else is around it. That's my pussy. That's how we see that
My
shit.
shit.
Yeah, no. So that's why we want to know, did you fuck him? Like we're and the reason why I told y'all I love this study, because gay people, trans people, if you were born with the chromosomes, that's how you answer that question, regardless of what you say you are, regardless. And that is the biggest fact across the world of that men and women are different. If we ever want to try to say that we're not different, that is the biggest way to prove it right there. Whether or not you're gay or trans or anything, we are different. Yeah.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.